So this is the deal here is we've got to get out of the victim mindset that life is happening to us. Once we can get that paradigm shift and realize that life is actually happening for us, man, we can reframe. We can literally go back to our past, reframe what happened, and take that into our future. And I actually did that with, I didn't have the best childhood with my mom. She drank a lot. She was very passive. She had her demons that she was battling. And, it was what it was. And I painted this picture throughout the years of my mom being this person. Okay. But once I learned this art really of reframing of life happened for me, not to me, I was actually able to go back and look on these situations with my mom, and I was able to have compassion. I was able to see, wow, thank you, Mom, that I got to see what it looks like to walk defeated in certain areas so that I know that I don't want to walk defeated in that area. So I could actually take your experience and choose to live the opposite. And I heard this story a while ago of two guys who, or two brothers, they grew up in this home with this alcoholic, abusive father. And they were actually twins, I believe. And here's the story. Years and years later, they're in their 40s. I forget the exact age. And they're being interviewed. And literally, the one brother was an alcoholic, just almost like the mirror image of his dad. The other brother was the polar opposite. He was successful. He was doing big things in life. And they asked him, how did you end up like this? And asked the other guy, how did you end up like this? And their answers were the same. They said, well, how could I not end up like that? You know the story of how I grew up with my father. So in both of their minds, they thought, well, how could I not grow up like this? The one guy thought, well, how could I not? That's what I learned. That's what was modeled to me. Of course I'm going to grow up like that. The other brother thinks, of course I grew up like this. I saw the way not to do it, so obviously I knew the right way to do it. And it's just so important how we frame information. So if we can tell our brain, hey, situation happened for us, not to us, guess what our brain's going to do? Our brain is going to go and look for supporting information for whatever we tell it. So if we tell our brain it's going to be a horrible day, guess what our brain's going to start to do? Yeah, it's probably going to rain. And I woke up late, and so I'm probably going to get stuck in traffic and blah, 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 blah. Our brain is going to look for information to support what we just told it. Or if we wake up and we tell ourselves, you know what, this is going to be an amazing day. I'm believing for divine connections and opportunities and just amazing things that happen. Guess what our brain's going to start doing? Oh, yeah, remember that conversation we had a couple weeks ago? Let's reach back out to that person. We could actually probably do some business together. And hey, remember that idea you were going to get your wife some flowers? Yeah, that would actually help. But, so just keep that in mind. Life can actually happen for you or to you. It's totally your choice.